different now. And I think I just lost my best friend. Chapter 1. 12 years later. Viv Montgomery stood in the middle aisle of Christmas every day, squeezing her eyes shut, struggling for calm. Except she'd never been calm a day in her life. Her boss, Sheila Watkins, stood in front of her, clipboard in hand, surveying Viv's handiwork. 3 hours of arranging shelves of Santa figurines in the Santa section of the sprawling store. 25 Santas, to be exact, all lined up in perfect order, as if they were about to march in a holiday parade. Perfect. A state Viv could never achieve. But that didn't stop her from trying. Some might call that her superpower. But it was also a scourge. "Hi, hun," Sheila said. Sheila was her age. They'd gone to high school together. So why she called Viv hun, as if she were 30 years Viv's senior, she'd never know. Sheila was wearing a cute blousey top and smiling her perfect red lipstick smile. She'd always been beautiful, a great dresser, and had always dated the most popular boys. Viv instinctively smoothed down her red and white striped button-up elf shirt with the giant fabric-covered buttons. Did horizontal stripes ever look good on anybody? "You did a great job," Sheila said, eyeing the shelves. "It looks stunning." Her overly enthusiastic tone immediately made Viv's spidey senses start tingling. For the worse. "Unfortunately, though," she continued, "we need to move the Satans," she giggled and covered her mouth. "Oopsie, I mean Santas, over to 12A. Viv could relate to the slip. Sheila was the spike in her soul, the hangnail on her thumb, the shoe that looks so pretty on the outside, but rubs your toes raw. Of course the Santas needed to be moved, because that was Sheila's superpower. Torture. Specifically, of Viv. She reminded herself that she was grateful for this job that the sweet owner, Dolores Teeter, had given her, and that she was just $2,000 away from blowing out of their town for good. And some people just disliked you, Viv thought, no matter how hard you tried to get them not to. People liked Viv. She got along with everyone, but apparently not her boss, for no reason she could fathom. "How many Santas are we talking about here?" she asked in as calm a tone as she could muster. She'd organized every Santa by occupation. Santa with a pickup sat next to Santa in his sleigh, means of transport. Sommelier Santa was next to Baker Santa. Santa with puppies and Santa with puppies and kitties were both beside Santa with a baby on his lap, because of the youth theme. The only one that defied cataloging was Voyeur Santa, which was what she tongue-in-cheek called the Santa with a telescope. "Oh, all of them," Sheila said, waving her hand over the full shelf, as if that might magically rearrange them in no time. "It might require staying a little later." It was official. The horrible had finally come to pass. Viv officially despised Christmas. Viv officially despised Christmas. What kind of monster had she become? Was there a Christmas Haters Anonymous? Because as an elf who hated Christmas, she was on the brink. "You really are so creative," Sheila said, noticing how Viv had placed all the Santas on different leveled little boxes covered by layers of fake snow. A stunning presentation, if Viv could say so herself. As a failed artist who'd studied photography, she knew all about other outlets for her creativity. Like the Christmas tree in aisle 2 she'd created out of ornament boxes and covered with layers of fake snow and lights. And the display of skinny trees at the front of the store she'd embellished with little stuffed elves, dangling from and peeking out from behind the branches. Doing artsy stuff was the one thing she enjoyed about this job. Failed. That was the thing she couldn't get beyond, no matter how she tried. But she was trying. Hard. She wasn't even aiming for perfect here. She'd settle for falling smack in the middle of the normal bell curve range of success.